What's up, guys? We're back here again, ready to talk to you. Chilling here with Kadot.
Man. Hi, my people.
And your boy No Saint. We're about to talk to you about real issues, real stuff, the truth, the raw stuff people never talk to you about, right? Right?
Yeah.
Because there's so much stuff that's out there. People are talking, people have so much to say, your friends have so much to say, there's so much media to share around, there's so much channels coming up, podcast channels telling you all this kind of stuff that you need to do to be a proper person, proper human being, proper woman, proper man. We're also making a stab at it, but we're trying to do it differently.
Yeah.
So it's from a bad boy, ready to give out the secrets so we can have more responsible women out there. It's such that if any man needs to follow anything that we say here also, maybe they would have an advantage in trying to inculcate whatever it is we're trying to say to their lives.
When you say a bad man, I don't know what's really coming up on this show. I know I'm gonna be surprised with all the thoughts that you put across, but trust me, guys, you don't want to miss any of our shows. So click the notification button, alright? Click the subscription button, alright? Follow us. Make sure you stay tuned on all our sessions. I don't know, have you ever thought about what's really you value? As a man, as a woman, have you ever thought about what your value is? What it is you're giving out? What it is you expect people to give you? Have you ever thought of the effort that you need to put so that people can respect you, so that people can value you, so that people can put you in the place that you need to be put? Have you ever thought of that? All right, maybe you have, maybe you've not. Today we are going to have that kind of a discussion, and maybe No Saint, I would like to throw this first question to you. What is your value as No Saint? What is your value? And what's really the value of a man?
That's a real question right there. In fact, I know a lot of people who would take an offense.
Wow,
what's your
why?
value? Like, hey, what's your value? Right?
Wow.
But it's good if you understand it. It's good if you had time to think about it all in the actual basic sense of things. So thanks for the question. I understand it and I appreciate it, and I know a lot of people are seeking to know what's the value of a man, what's the value of a woman. I think the idea of value started way before we could conceptualize money.
Wow.
Way before we had the concept of money, way before we did trade, way before, right?
Okay.
It started,
I never thought of that.
It started as cultures came together, right?
Yeah.
Like we all know that different trades and different skills were developed, like when cultures were meeting, right? Like let's say at a junction, right? When they meet at a junction, then a settlement develops from that junction, right?
Yeah.
So if you're looking at things from that sense, what is your value? It might be you're asking what skills do you have that can be put in this society that can take this society beyond. And then you might want to also look at what are you getting back for giving that value, right?
Okay.
So that might maybe mean that monetary form, which is what people look at as wealth right now.
Yeah.
I have a different opinion. So what skill do you have that can help the society?
Okay.
As a man, what attributes do you have that can help a lady?
Okay.
What can you go out and hunt? Can you go out and look for income? Can you bring back home food? And that's as basic as it gets in terms of when you want to start a family. But then again, you have to think of yourself as a emulatable example. That's to your children and to the people who are younger and the people around you. So those are the attributes that would make an individual be appreciated by other people. right?
Okay.
So it
There's
depends.
something that you mentioned about being
Yeah.
able to go out and bring something on the table.
Mhm.
So maybe the question that then I would throw to you is, if somebody is not able to provide, not because they are lazy, but simply because they are not getting those opportunities. Maybe, for instance, say you're not employed and you've really tried your best even to look for those opportunities, but there is no room for you anywhere at all. Hata kwa mjengo, like you try going even to that mjengo and someone is like, no, today we are not hiring, come tomorrow you come and they are like, umechelewa. You understand? So at the end of the day, you will not be able to bring anything on the table. So does that mean that you're not a real man? You don't have a value at all?
No, if that takes away the money in you, then you are not the man to begin with.
Okay.
If the fact that you don't have money makes you feel like you're not a man, then you're right.
Okay.
Right?
My people, what do you think? I never thought that money is an attribute of being a man. Or
it's not.
Or
it's not.
Or any
money is a thing that's made by man, right? We didn't find money here. Right? Like, you cannot tell me where money grows and how they make money.
Okay.
In fact, I think money as a concept has helped the world as much as it can, and now it's actually hurting the world. That's what I'm saying. It has helped the world as much as it could. Actually, who am I to say that money is not good?
Money is
money
good.
Is not valuable, right?
Mean,
I know.
Money is good.
I know. But to the extent at which it defines who a man is, I think that whoever is being defined by that, the fact that I have money, whoever is being defined by the idea that I have more money than another man, then I am more a man than the other man, then that's part of what we're talking about in terms of how we grow up and how we look at things, right?
Okay.
Because you are the one who's going to define. Now, here's the other thing also. Not having money is also not good. And I'm just putting it lightly.
Okay.
It's actually fucked up not to have money, right? It's wrong not to have money, right?
Because I really understand what you're trying to say, because
you have to provide.
Yeah.
You have to take your girl out. Like, many people who keep insisting that their girls should love them for who they are and they don't have money. It's almost impossible to show love without material. It's almost impossible. It's almost impossible. For a father who would walk in the house without carrying anything, there's a different reception in that house. Even if your child loves you, let's say your child really loves you, but they always run towards you looking at what you're holding in your arm.
What did you bring me?
Daddy.
So now there's something you've mentioned about taking your girlfriend out. Is it okay? Maybe this is something that we were discussing with someone, and she was like, your boyfriend should give you a girlfriend allowance. Should it be so?
It's not a bad thing, but it should not be so usual that it's now dependent on so much that if you don't do it, it creates a whole other problem in the house.
Okay.
So it should not be something you depend on.
Okay.
All right. It's not be like the woman. It's actually, this goes to the woman's freedom.
Yeah.
Wherever you're collecting money from your man, there's a little bit of real estate in your life you're giving to that person. A little bit of control you're giving to that person. So this is, in fact, it transcends just normal romantic relationships. It goes beyond that. It goes to family relationship. It goes to normal business relationship. It goes to social relationship. The more you keep expecting someone to give you money, the more you're giving yourself away. And that's what you're talking about. So what do you do when there are no opportunities? You ask that question. The world we're moving, and I was in that position myself, in the world that we're getting into, or that we're in already, we don't know when we got here first, right?
Yeah.
We have systems. One of those systems is education, which is churning more people than it can employ.
Yeah.
Right? And that's why I was saying money was good until it could be good, but now it's
hurting the
technology,
world.
Right? You have a system that's bringing up more people. We study more people, good or not, well-read or not, but people are coming out of colleges, and colleges are rising by the day. There's so many colleges out there rising by the day. But the system itself cannot then again make these people either employable or cannot employ them, or cannot open up more opportunities to absorb this. People are not employed.
Yeah.
So now, if a system cannot sustain the people it's churning up, how good is that system, right?
Okay.
But then again, it would be easy to blame that system. But let's look at it properly, right? it's an age of opportunity. It's an age of opportunity which I believe we were given a small window to adapt to. And that's why Corona came, right? I believe that it was an opportunity to have an adaptation period to whatever it is we're moving on into. We're actually moving into, right? Because we're coming to a place where you won't have to move from this house to go and to the shop. You just have to press an app on your phone or call someone, and then a drone comes and drop the parcel, right? It doesn't even have to be a delivery person.
Yeah.
Factories are being managed by large machineries, right? Each day on the internet, you click, you do a search on future technologies. You see that a lot of people are going to be taken out of the employment sector.
Absolutely.
What does that mean? What do we
There
do?
will be no opportunities.
So do we stop producing robots?
Apparently, technology is also growing our industries.
That's it.
Yeah, so you can't say you won't continue to produce robots, but then again, now the manpower.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of either unskilled or semi-skilled or people who didn't go to school. They don't have jobs right now. It's hard to get an occupation, right? So then it falls upon us, right? We're human beings. We were designed differently. If you compare us with all these other animals, we were defined so different. We're designed so differently than all these other animals. We were given our brain. Your brain can make you adaptable into any environment, and I mean it in every sense possible, right? So maybe the first thing to go through, and which will actually help your whole life, is to try and sit back and analyze like who you are. Try to find yourself first. Try to understand yourself first. Try to understand the attributes to which you can leverage on and make money on and make a life on. All right. So now, once you find those attributes and characters and skills and things that are within you, things that you either thought about or you practiced some time later, or you had a loving affiliation to whatever it is that attracted you, whatever it is you wanted to do. Now it's an opportunity to do those things. And now people are looking at it in a grim way that, oh, robots are taking our job, too much technology is taking our job. But actually, this other side, we're given a space, a window to practice and do everything that you can do and give it to the world.
So nothing should make you lose your value as a person.
Your value is natural. Money is not natural. How can something unnatural make you lose value? You'd be stupid to let it, right?
Yeah.
Now, once you find yourself, you find a skill that you can use or you can leverage on, or you find an asset or resource that you can use leverage on. So you move on to the next stage, right? So you're making the money, right?
Yeah.
And this is the stage I believe in the world right now. Early on, most people used to meet probably right after school or something, and then they develop a relationship. Right now, I believe you must have some sense of stability into it.
Absolutely.
Right?
Because there's no one who wants to date someone who is not making money at all.
Exactly.
You'd rather even stay busy to your mom's place rather than dating someone who is not able to provide for you.
Yeah.
And that's then brings me to the next question that I would like to ask you. When it comes to marriages or even relationships, and maybe you plan now to marry, if a man pays a lot of dowry for you, does it mean they should treat you badly, or they should treat you however they want? Should the dowry be a reason for you to be treated well or badly?
Wow, this is never married, never paid dowry before. So again, we're not judging anyone here. This is just our opinions.
What do you mean never paid dowry before?
Never paid dowry before, so don't let anyone tell you anything differently.
Wow. Okay. My people.
What, I've got white beards?
Okay.
They're telling me I paid dowry?
Okay.
But in case you guys have a different opinion, different thoughts on this, you can tell us. But I believe, which is what a lot of men also believe, they share in this belief, is that dowry is a form of appreciation, right?
Okay.
It's an appreciation to the family of the lady for bringing her up well. But that is if she was brought up well.
Wow.
Right?
Okay.
Because we know what we have, right? Around here.
Okay.
So now, you give that dowry to the father, the mother, the family. You give them to appreciate it for being the environment under which this type of beautiful being was brought in, right? So
Yeah.
it's gratitude,
Yeah.
right? That's why in African societies, it never used to be a lot until now. Now it's a different story. Right?
Yeah.
It's a business, right? So if we can look at it like that, then you'd understand in some traditions why it never stops, because it just keeps giving, just keeps giving, just keeps giving. It's a sharing system, right?
Yeah.
But what we've turned it into right now, it's something different. It's you're going to buy a girl, right? 4 million, Bob. You're giving out 4 million, whatever style.
I heard somebody say that how dowry is 4 million. And by the way, 4 million shillings. Kwani, what are you coming to do at my
4
place?
million, Bob, baby.
My
4
friend,
million,
if I was a man, I don't know if I could.
Well, there's some women
Actually,
who are worth it. I
yeah.
don't think some women are worth it. I think some women are worth it. Even more, maybe. Yeah. Because some women have actually...
400 million.
No, 400 million, no. That's something else, right? But 4 million Kenya shillings. I think there's women who've kept themselves with dignity, enough dignity to demand that a man shows enough appreciation to balance with that dignity.
Okay.
Right? They've been raised by families and they've been taught things that in nowhere else would you find such a woman for you, right? So that appreciation, the value of that appreciation raises, right?
Okay.
So I believe there's some women who you might feel the need to give and who they might feel they're worth more than what you're willing to give. So that's okay. So it becomes very individualistic, very specific to the couples. Now,
Okay.
this is where we all go wrong. We often try to look at certain laws, certain societal standards, and we all try to align with it. We all try to follow that societal standard. So it's either the society is either your friends or how your parents told you they used to live, and then you want to accept it and live it. But it's never really the case when it comes to two people. It shouldn't be. That's what I want to put through. It shouldn't, again, my opinion, it shouldn't be. Once these two people have come together, they within themselves should understand. You're coming together as a partnership, and we're partnering towards this end, or towards a certain progress.
Yeah.
So bringing babies, we're making each other better for finances, because a lot of people are partnering up now because you find women who are strong and men who are strong coming up together, right?
Okay.
So you partner up, whether your relationship is towards making children or towards moving a business, while you have a friend, who's to say, right? You're the one who decides how your whole process is going to go. Now, between the two of you, if the man cannot by himself estimate the value of the dowry, right? You can even talk to the lady. I believe maybe in an African society it's not supposed to, right? I believe the man is supposed to. There's supposed to be a negotiation going on, but the man should have his own figure, like how much I should pay, right? So then that should be a figure that's agreeable between you and the lady. So maybe you can have a cheat code. You can steal from the lady's idea, what do the parents expect. Okay. But as long as the two of you have each other, I believe that
and both of you agree.
And you agree, right?
Okay.
And as long as you guys have each other and the man is willing to take care of whatever is expected to take care of, you guys have it smooth.
But now there comes an issue whereby a man pays that huge amount of money and they're like, you know what, you're my property. Like now they're treating you like their property. They can beat you up whenever they want. They can do whatever crazy things they want to you. They can decide to let you go at any given time, and like so much crazy things goes on in some relationships whereby somebody feels like they own you.